the ownership and the control that the leagues are now seeking in that area is important for future growth in fan engagement, in commercialization, in product development.
So a guy with a scarf in New York, even if it seems we are in Paris, it looks like. I'm here with Christian Holzer from Sportec Solution. We're just out of an event with the Bundesliga. So Christian, why did you bring us all to New York? Let me know.
Ciao Carlo, thank you for being here together with you. The event yesterday that we attended both was a great event, and we did it now for the second time with Sportec Solutions. It's a pre-event of the Innovation Congress of Bundesliga in March in Düsseldorf, and we are inviting people from the sports business, from the soccer business here in the US to discuss important topics.
Yeah, and I think it was a quite dense afternoon. We had 3 sessions. So the one was with the leagues, so Chris Schlosser, Hendrik Weber. The second one was with the techies, you and Julie Souza from AWS Sport. And then we had 2 players trying to understand how to internationalize sport, Freddy Bobic and Sami Khedira. And the last one was with investor, Caroline Tisch-Blodgett, New York Giants, Gotham FC, but also Scott Craze with David Blitzer, with a lot of football or soccer or clubs in general. And then Brad Johnson with Phoenix, Ipswich Town in the UK, and also now the Rhode Island team and stadium. So what is the thesis that came out of yesterday about sports data and how strategic it is?
I think Chris Schlosser really summarized it well. So there is everywhere sports data available now in every kind of level, and I think he also mentioned it quite well that the ownership and the control that the leagues are now seeking in that area is important for future growth in fan engagement, in commercialization, in product development for leagues like MLS or like Bundesliga. Hendrik also mentioned the sporting part of it, so improving the player performance, getting that to the next level. I think that was, for that session, that was a really good takeaway.
And also I remember Chris saying that basically whenever sports data is the subject, almost every part of the company is now involved, which was definitely not the case in the past.
Yeah, definitely. So there is from production over digital, competition department, refereeing, everybody, player recruitment,
health and safety.
Health and safety, everybody is involved, everybody can benefit from sports data, and most of them are relying nowadays on sport data to do their decision.
But tell me better for everybody, what is Sportec Solution doing?
So in a nutshell, Sportec Solution is doing sports data, officiating and sports technology. If we go deeper, we do sport data in terms of data gathering, data management, data analytics, data distribution, and data content generation. And on the officiating side, we are providing goal line technology systems, VAR systems, and on the sport technology side, we are a kind of system integrator for third-party technologies, helping our clients, our leagues to improve the game and generate new kinds of content with data.
And it's a company that was created by the Bundesliga, correct?
It was a company created by Bundesliga with Delta Tre as a joint venture partner.
And you're now working for just the DFL or also other leagues?
We are working for DFL and inside the German market for broadcasters, for all clubs, and outside of the Bundesliga we are working, for instance, for MLS, but also for other leagues.
And the MLS, you already started working in, so you're operating now?
We are operating since 2023.
And you were saying you opened an innovation center or operating center here in the US. Where?
In Dallas, Arlington.
Okay.
We went to Arlington because it's a kind of sports city. So there are the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and they are really keen to support us in driving that operations center.
Okay, cool. And you also talked to Julie Souza from AWS Sport. Tell me about what you're doing with AWS.
We are very deeply integrated into AWS infrastructure due to their sponsorship with Bundesliga, and we are developing new kinds of metrics with AWS technology. So in the Bundesliga scenario, it's being called Bundesliga Match Facts, where we are using raw data, raw live tracking data, raw live eventing data, and applying data analytics, artificial intelligence processes on it to generate new kinds of insights, new kinds of storytelling, helping us to explain the game with those numbers.
So the involvement of the AWS Sport is more than just giving you cloud and being a sponsor.
It's much more than that. So they are really providing us technology insight, helping us to develop the stuff, and supporting us in generating those new metrics.
Can you make an example of what match facts? I know some, but what are the best examples today?
So one example is, for instance, pressure. We are calculating the number of pressure incidents and the total pressure that a defender is exercising on a forward.
I just want to show that even Germans use hands when they talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, Christian.
We do. We do. A little bit, much less than the Italian, but we do. Those kind of information, like pressure, like skills, like speed information, sprint numbers, sprint distances, and all the combination of those information is being used to generate new kinds of data storytelling around the game.
Okay. Yesterday, I had a bit the impression that maybe the American market is more open to technology as an enabler of growth compared to maybe traditional European leagues and broadcasters. Is that why you're here in the US?
I think that's the reason why they have chosen us, because the turnaround times, it seems to us that the turnaround times here in the US are much faster. They're faster in decision making. They're also trying things, try and fail, and do the next thing until you are succeeding. So I think that's one interesting and also very fascinating fact that we have here in the US, that we can have a huge playground where we can test things and then decide if it's going into production. So that's a really good thing.
And in terms of services, can we go a bit deeper in what are Sportec solution services?
So if you go deep, we have the data services with the data gathering. That's the core service, very customized, very specialized to enable our customers to own the data and control the data content. And from there, going forward, we have all the data management tools, we have all the data analytics tools, so that we are able to generate interesting information, meaningful content out of that raw data, transferring that into platforms that are being then available to clubs, to media outlets, to the league itself, to consume the content that we are generating for various purposes: fan engagement, player analysis, performance analysis, content creation, media consumption, etc., etc. And on the other side, on the next level, we have our video assistant referee service and
VAR,
solution VAR available, including all the new stuff that we are playing there with new kinds of streaming technology, enabling the referee to really receive every feed that is available in the stadiums, either it's IP or standard SDI feeds for their video refereeing. And we also have the goal line technology system, being able to track the ball with a very highly accurate system to determine whether it has crossed the line or not.
So there are still a lot of cameras in the stadium?
There are currently still a lot of cameras in the stadium, and as we discussed it yesterday, there is the intention to reduce the amount of technology footprint in the stadium. Also Chris Schlosser mentioned
yes.
it, that there needs to be the next step in technology evolution to make sure that the total amount of cameras are being lower than it is as of today.
Okay, so enjoy your breakfast, and sorry for interrupting it, in New York or Paris, depending on the music, and see you in Düsseldorf, I think.
Carlo,
thank you,
it was
Christian.
great talking to you. Thank you very much. See you in Düsseldorf.
Thank you.